The coroner's office says they have seen an increase of 900 deaths last year compared to 2019, with more cases from 2020 still being tabulated. 23 ABC's Kristen Vartan joining us live from Green Lawn Cemetery this morning with how the death toll has impacted local funeral homes and cemeteries. Kristen?
Mike, many people in our community have unexpectedly lost their loved ones during the pandemic, whether due to coronavirus, homicides, or even suicide. But what can make that loss even more devastating is not being able to properly say goodbye to your loved ones. Hear what some local cemeteries are doing to ensure people get the closure they need. On Sunday, the president of Green Lawn Cemeteries, Jim Lamar, got a phone call from a hospital. When he heard that another local funeral home had to turn away a family, he says that he felt fortunate that they have the space. This is because since the pandemic began, Green Lawn purchased refrigerator units that hold an additional 80 deceased.
For us, it was foretelling that we needed to ramp up, even if we didn't use the space, to purchase it. So I'm really thankful now because we have ample space and we don't tell a family no.
This is in addition to the units they purchased 3 years ago, whereas now doing so is difficult because hospitals, he says, needs units. Meanwhile, managing partner of Mission Family Mortuary, Kenny Mount, says their funeral home has not seen more deaths than usual and is not worried about running out of space, with them having 50 people they can hold at a time.
If we were to do like an embalming preparation where there's refrigeration is not necessary, we could hold a lot more than that. But there's 28 mortuaries in Kern County. That's a lot of holding facilities.
Green Lawn, on the other hand, seeing a 50% increase in calls in December between their 2 Bakersfield locations, 20% at their Tehachapi location, and 40% with their online cremation business. But they prepared for it 12 years ago, long before the pandemic, through companion graves, in which they buried the deceased deeper into the ground in case families want to make room for other members.
You know, we have at our southwest location, we own the land that's along the freeway adjacent, clear back to a canal. We own majority of the land on the western side of us too, to Wyville. So we have future space, gosh, for hundreds of years.
Lamar explains that increased cremation requests also contribute to the amount of space still left for burials. And the pandemic, like any other financial crisis, has contributed to that increase.
Death, they always say death doesn't take a holiday. And so the deaths still occur and families are having to find ways to have services for their loved ones. And maybe they had lost their jobs, so they start choosing cremation more often. So what we've done is we make sure that every cremation family still has the same option of having a funeral service.
Both places are still offering their services during the pandemic and shutdowns, and they want to ensure the community that you can still have a funeral for your loved one if they had coronavirus. They said that with the proper handling, they can still do what they need to do without spreading the virus. At Green Lawn Cemetery, Kristen Vartan, 23 ABC News, connecting you.